Hi, and welcome back to the Resilient Love Therapy YouTube channel. I am so excited that you're here. I am Teresa Thomas, marriage and family therapist and life coach, and I want to share more on this channel about resilience, empowerment, and healthy relationships. So that's what you're here for, definitely continue watching. And so I'm right now in the middle of my resilience series here on YouTube, and we've been talking about different topics when it comes to resilience and just some of the factors that I really include in my programs and just my work with clients who are really seeking resilience in their life. And today's video is all about effective communication skills. And so, we've always really heard kind of just the importance of communication and the ways that, it shows up in our life and, whether it be our relationships or even in, the workplace or, with our kids or, just different things that really involve a lot of communication, just how important it is to be able to know, what is effective communication? What are the ways that you can communicate in different areas of your life, but at different times? And so it's really important, even just as my work with, couples and clients throughout the years with therapy, I've really honed in on some of the ways that, couples really need a certain foundation of communication skills and ways that you can create just different systems and different things that can be unique to you and your partner, but also be really set on a foundation of effectively communicating, right? And so, in relationships, communication really comes up in so many different ways. And, you want to be able to communicate your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, your needs, and your choices. There are a lot of different things within relationships you want to communicate, but those are really some of the most crucial points in your life that you will experience, right? Is when you're thinking about something, you know what I mean? When you're feeling something, when you want something, right? When you need something, or even when you have a choice to make, when you have a decision to make. Those are really crucial moments that when it comes to resiliency, you want to be able to effectively communicate at each moment, And so again, in relationships, to be able to move forward, to be able to even just have effective, conflict resolution skills and, have a connection and things like that, you need to be able to communicate. Now, it's easy to not necessarily know how to do this because we're not always taught. We don't necessarily have those very effective or productive examples in our life, whether that be whenever we're younger, really thinking about our parents or the different adults in our life, but also our own relationships, right? I'm sure there are many times, even in my experience where, communication was horrible, and it's, definitely shown and it definitely impacts what the relationship is like and the longevity, the experience of your relationship. All of that is really impacted by your communication. And so when we're talking about resilience, right, and the ability and just the nature of how you respond to life's events, to challenges, to things that really feel like they knock you down, being able to effectively communicate when those challenges show up is so crucial and so connected to how you bounce back from them, how you really move on and even, make changes, based upon that experience. Um, again, we're not always given those tools. And, it's important to be able to know and to learn just for yourself what your communication style is, how you approach communication, but also you need to learn and be able to, create a relationship communication style that, is best for everyone involved. So it's important to try to not to shut down, when these different things come up, when your thoughts come up, when your feelings come up, right? When your needs and desires, you don't want to shut down and not have any communication, right? Because that's a really difficult way to get those needs met, or to express yourself. You just can't do it if you shut down. And then also on the other end, you don't want there to be such an expression of those things that it feels or is overwhelming or is unhealthy, right? To have those thoughts and feelings and desires, you want to know how to communicate in them in a productive way as well. So even if you are always, mentioning how you feel, or always expressing your thoughts, or obviously there are certain ways to do that to really help make sure, again, that your partner and the people that you are expressing those things to, that they understand it, that they receive it in a positive way. And so all of that is, something that you have to be intentional about. And, with my work at Resilient Love Therapy, I really talk couples and, individuals through, the steps of how you can really effectively communicate at each stage, right? When you have thoughts, when you have feelings, when you have desires and needs, and when it's time to make a choice. All of those things are going to come up at so many different points in your life and in your relationships. And so, to have those tools is so important. We talked about resources in the last episode, and that's really just, what it is with communication. You want to know what those different tools and resources are to really help you through those things, to really have a more resilient experience in life and in your love and relationship. And so, like I mentioned, when it comes to communication, there are so many different, ways that it's important, so many different factors that it comes up. And in relationships, you have different parts, different experiences just for yourself that you want to be able to effectively communicate through. I work with clients to help them not shut down and feel like they don't know how to communicate. And also, to really teach them what are the best ways to communicate these things. How do we move forward in a more productive way? How do we set up, our personal approach, but even, the relationship approach to communication in, a positive way? So if you're interested, definitely let me know. I am just so thankful that you decided to watch this video. I hope that it was helpful. Let me know about just communication in your life. What were some of the lessons that you were taught about communicating, or even what have been the ways that you've really found that have been effective for you? And also, if you're interested, yes, definitely, let me know if you'd like to work together, and I'll reach out back out to you. So like, comment, subscribe to this channel. I'm so excited to have you back again, and have a good one. Talk to you soon.